3, 2, go.
Here we go. I want to sit up, but I can't. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
We are the owners of 528. I'm Niko.
I'm Tom.
And today we're going to go over the Goon 25mm. We're going to throw a build in it, we're going to vape it, and then at the end we're going to give away some real cool shit.
Real cool.
Real cool.
Real cool?
So let's get started.
Alright, so I'm going to start by walking you guys through putting a build on the 25. Today we're using some M-Turk alien coils and cotton bacon and Mox e-liquid. Good friend of ours produces it. It's awesome flavor. We're doing a copper 25. Now, granted, I'm not washing before I use it, but I recommend that all products that you buy vape related, you wash them first. 25 comes pre-installed with the Allen keys in your goodie bag. It has an Allen key driver. Let's grab that. I like to loosen them all up first. You don't have to go crazy with it. Loosen them up about halfway, just enough where you can get the clamps to move. Loosen them up about that. Let it sit. We'll grab our coils. I already pre-cut the leads to speed time up, but you don't really need to do much. They're sitting on a nail right now to make it easier to load them. I like to tilt it to the side like this. Load them in. Load your back ones in. Now with them both loaded in there like this, I have them tight to the post. I leave it like that on purpose. It's because now I'm going to sit here, grab this, tighten them up a little bit just so there's some resistance on them. Everybody has a different method of doing this that I've seen. I tighten the inner ones in first, just get them snug, and then you'll tighten the backside ones or the left or the right and left ones so that the plates will end up coming down straight in the long run. Now that I have it kind of situated, I'm going to move the coils around how I want them. That's about even.
I'd say so.
Now I'm going to tighten down the back sides, or the left to right, whatever you want to call them. And as you can see, it's raising this clamp up now. Now I like the Allen keys better than the Phillips head screws. I feel like you get a better bite on them. Everybody's different. You know, I've always liked this way better since we're going back to the K-Fon Monster days when we found those custom Allen key screws that fit them. Just always liked them. Make sure everything's tight. You don't have to go crazy. We've had customers who've stripped screws, broken stuff, all that. I don't know what you're trying to get these things to hold, but it doesn't have to be crazy. Now that you got them tight, let's move some stuff around, get everything perfect how you would want it. Also, another smart safety step, which I just fixed, was make sure your mod's off. I've had many of times where I've had coils burnt into my hands from doing this. Now when you get it loosen to readjust, I sometimes just try to get one side, like loosen up one of the screws. It should be enough to give you enough wiggle room. There's been a lot of different ways I've heard to get better flavor out of our products. To be honest with you, I only vape single coils. I like it for the battery life and whatnot. I understand a lot of you guys build duals. It's all preference. Nothing to really fight about in any way, shape, or form. Remove your nails, screws, whatever you guys have. Legitimately, we walked around the shop trying to see what we had to build coils with and insert them in RDAs, and this is what we found, just to kind of make it so you can really do this anybody at home. You know, RDAs aren't as scary as you think they are to build. They're pretty easy. Honestly, RDAs is what got me into vaping and to quit smoking cigarettes, because I like to tinker with things and mess with things and play with them. I'm a car guy, so is Niko. So anything that I can build or mess with and play with had my interest. I'm going to watch for pieces of wire like this. This is actually a perfect example with the custom coils. A piece of wire like this can fall down and create connection issues. So you can actually short yourself out, or short the RDA out. I'm not a perfectionist in any way, shape, or form when it comes to my vaping. As long as it works, I'm happy. Strum the coils, you can clamp them, anything like that. I like to just strum them. I don't know. It's just what I've always found works the best. Now we're just sitting here pulsing them, trying to get everything to breathe, you know, heat up right. There we go. Now we got them glowing evenly. It's ohming out at, I don't know if you guys can see this, but 0.12, and I have it at 65 watts. It's pretty nice. Alright, so now that your coils are loaded up, make sure they're cool, you don't burn yourself. As far as height goes on the coils, I've played around so many different times with different height placements. I feel like an easy way to go about this is getting them to middle with the clamps. So I'll move it to about right there on both sides so that your air holes from the cap line up perfectly with the coil. Some people like them a little higher, some people like them a little lower. Again, it's all preference on what you want to use and how you like it. So cotton, we're using Cotton Bacon Premium or Prime. This is by far my favorite cotton I've ever used. I've used other different brands, but for me, this is what I like to use. I don't know about the size of a measurement, but I've been doing this for a long time. I like to just roll it with my fingers, get it all nice and tight, and then feed it through. So we'll feed half of it through. Now with cutting the cotton in leads, when I first started vaping about 5 years ago, I used to pack RDAs with cotton, and I learned that that doesn't help. And since then I've kind of learned to kind of grab my scissors, put them almost to the edge, outer edge of the RDA, and cut. And then we'll do almost the same thing here. We're probably like a couple millimeters off the side of the edge of the RDA. Grab our other piece that we had left over, and we'll roll that up too. Now I know a lot of you guys are OGs and stuff like that and been building for a long time. You're probably thinking, why is this guy showing me how to wick an RDA? I understand that, but right now we're trying to get to the point that these aren't as scary as a lot of people are led to believe. You know, I see a lot of people switching to tank systems or pod systems and so on because they don't want the inconvenience of doing this. So, take your end, same way we cut the other one. We'll cut this side. And that's really it. Fluff it out a little bit if you want. Doesn't really matter. It should look something like this. Then, grab your nail, screwdriver, whatever you have. Bend the lead down like this. And tuck it under. Same thing on the other side. Now this is probably an ugly build video, I'm sorry, we're just getting started on this. But this is just showing a super basic, easy way to build these. The great thing about RDAs is that once you get these coils in here and you find a coil setup that you like, these coils will last you months. All you gotta do is wash them, rinse them, stuff like that, change your cotton every few days, and that's all really you need. Now that the cotton's in there, coils are in there, we're gonna grab some e-liquid and prime them. So by doing that, we're just gonna sit here and dump some juice on the cotton and around the coils. Make sure your cotton is kind of tucked up in there. You don't want extra cotton sitting on there, so you don't have to worry about tasting burnt or anything like that. So after you get it all wet, push it all to the sides so the coils are free. Nothing's really sitting under them. Everything's to the sides. Same on this side. And I like to give it some tests, burns. Again, throw some more juice on it. Alright, now with your cap, I'm a 25, so you have a choice between single or dual coil airflow. This is going to be way too much for me, so we're going to cut it down to only two air holes open. Throw the cap back on, make sure the air holes are even with the coils. That's a good flavor. Now right now I have this at 65 watts. I'm going to turn it up a little bit to, we'll go 75. Mod we're using is from Asmodus. I love these things, Minikin V2s. Niko's a big fan of them. Keely, who's behind the camera right now, is a big fan of them. They're great. Right now the coil is ohming at 0.11, which is exactly what Interc said they would. Love that guy. Alright, so wicked and built. So now that you got it all built, wicked, juiced up, and you're vaping and you love it, happy, you're good to go. The only things you really need to build an RDA is Allen key. If you want to use the Allen key drivers, you know, you can find a nail that's the correct size of the coils. You can use drill bits. Coil master kits are also really good. They have different tools for you to use. A pair of scissors and a pair of wire cutters, which I do not have on hand. There's nothing scary about this. There's nothing, you don't need a PhD in anything to build an RDA, anything like that. So with that being said, you shouldn't really be afraid of it. Now Niko's going to go into the
fun stuff.
Fun stuff, yeah.
Fun stuff.
Tired of hearing my voice.
Now we're going to be giving away 4 Goons, 4 packs of cotton bacon, 4 bottles of juice by Mox, strawberry dragon fruit, and 4 sets of M-Torque coils. Now in order to win this giveaway, you have to like our Facebook page, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we want you to drop a comment down in the comment section. We want to know what you want to see, what you want us to talk about, what you want us to do a video on, if you want to see someone come on the show, anything like that. We just want to get a conversation started and see what's going on, see what you want to hear.
I've already reached out to a couple people in the industry. It's not always going to be these types of videos. I kind of want to make this more of a
hangout fun time.
Yeah, on the big red couch.
Yep.
So have fun, like the video, don't like the video, it's up to you guys. Also, if you're already in our Facebook group, we'll be posting different polls from stuff you guys want to see and so on. So I hope you like the video and we kept it short enough.
I hope so.
I really hope so.
And that's it for today.
Yep.